Article 13 of the Revised Penal Code. Mitigating Circumstances. Paragraph 1. Those mentioned in the preceding chapter, when all the requisites necessary to justify or to exempt from criminal liability in the respective cases are not attended. Paragraph 2. That the offender is under 18 years of age or over 70 years. In the case of minor, he shall be proceeded against in accordance with the provision of Article 80. Paragraph 3. That the offender had no intention to commit so grave a wrong as that committed. Paragraph 4. That sufficient provocation or threat on the part of the offended party immediately preceded the act. Paragraph 5. That the act was committed in the immediate vindication of offense of grave. Paragraph 5. That the act was committed in the immediate vindication of grave offense to the one committing the felony, his spouse, ascendants, or relatives by affinity within the same degree. Paragraph 6. That of having acted upon an impulse so powerful as naturally to have produced passion or obfuscation. Paragraph 7. That the offender had voluntarily surrendered himself to a person of authority or his agent, or that he had voluntarily confessed his guilt before the court prior to the presentation of evidence for the prosecution. Paragraph 8. That the offender is deaf and Paragraph 8. That the offender is deaf and dumb, blind, or otherwise suffering some physical defects which thus restricts his means of action, defense, or communication with his fellow beings. Paragraph 9. Such illness of the offender as would diminish the exercise of the willpower of the offender without, however, depriving him in the consciousness of his acts. And finally, any other circumstances so of a similar nature. Paragraph 10. And finally, any other circumstances of a similar nature and analogous to those above mentioned.